What's happening, everybody? Welcome to my review of set 75182 Republic Fighter Tank from 2016. This is of course from the Clone Wars, and what we have is the Republic TX-120 Fighter Tank and 4 minifigures. Let's get into the review. Now this set comes with 2 brand new and 2 rather ancient minifigures. To begin with, we'll just have a look at the droids. These are the droids we've been getting for almost 20 years and they haven't changed. With the omission of this straight arm, they both had bent arms. But other than that, the design for these has not changed in 20 years. You know what, I don't really want it to, they're fine as they are. Anyway, you got 2 of them. The next minifigure we have is this. He's a Republic gunner. We got one of these a while ago, back in 2008. With the old style printing and head mold. This is a lot better. This is the Phase 2 rather than Phase 1 style of clone trooper. He's a cool minifigure. He's got this sort of unique sort of breastplate across here, which is supposed to stop recoil impacts, and that continues on the back, so he's a unique figure. If we remove his helmet, angry clone face. It's actually a pretty cool helmet design. I quite like it. The sort of things that come over the front. I think they're supposed to go all the way to the back, but LEGO just seemed to stop them here. I don't know why they've done that. It might just be with the way that things are printed on their machines, and that it will just sort of stop at that point. So I'd have liked to have continued all the way over, but yeah, pretty cool figure. And then the main figure we have here is Aayla Secura. She appeared in 2008 as a Clone Wars version with a not very good likeness. It was back when they had the sort of the big cartoony eyes and everything, and it just didn't look very good. It was a paler blue. She was sort of like sand blue rather than this sort of, this is quite a bright blue really. But yeah, she's a cool minifigure. She's got the sort of Twi'lek head mold that we've got a couple of times with her. This is her second face. She's got an angry face and a more neutral face. It's very detailed, the printing on this. It's very nice. Of course, blue lightsaber there. Yeah, so a pretty cool minifigure overall. Okay, so this is the main build. This is the Republic Fighter Tank, the TX-120. Most notably that you'll remember it from is from Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2, the originals, not the terrible new ones. So we got one of these in 2008. It was great. It was a good, really, really good set. It was about twice the size of this, had loads of play features, and it was just a brilliant, brilliant set. Now this, as you can see, only being a 20 quid set, is a lot smaller. A lot smaller. And I'm okay with that. I know a lot of people aren't okay with that, and they all say it's a downgrade and, you know, all this. To be honest, I think it's more sort of in line to what it should actually be like. I think it's more to the size that it should be. But each to his own, you know. So if we go and take a look at it underneath, we've got an ugly green piece here. Don't like that. Although I am in support of Greenpeace, just not this Greenpeace. It of course hovers on some little wheels, so it can sort of glide nice and smoothly. You've got some swivelling cannons on the side here, which are mostly accurate. You've got a couple of stud shooters. I'd prefer not to have them, and that they would just build it up properly. But I mean, for kids like stud shooters. Let's see if they work. Yeah, that works perfectly fine. And underneath each one, you've got a little spanner over here, and there's nothing on this one. They haven't even been bothered to put anything here. There's some nice stickers to give it that extra detail, and there's not too many of them, but they just do enough to make it look slightly better. You got a little hatch up here with some nice new pieces, sort of on here and around here. These curved bits. Lift that up, and you've got very tight room for one minifigure, just about. And he can just sort of drop down into there. It's a bit fiddly because they've got 4 studs at the bottom, so it's hard to take him out. And when you do, there you go, you just pull his helmet off. So it's a little bit annoying. There's a really nice sort of printed piece in here, printed cheese slope. And underneath, I like the way that they've done the controls. It's sort of like an upturned bucket handle in black to make sort of like joysticks. That's a good idea. I like that. And then it's got this little bar here so that if you want your clone to be on lookout in the gunner's position, you can sort of turn his hand onto there, and you can sort of like stand up and look out of the tank. That's all right. In the last one, there was like a little lift that like lowered up and down and lifted them up, which, yeah, that was great, but you know, it was just a bit big. And around the back, you've got a little cubbyhole thing with some spare stud shooter things in. In the last one, in the 2008 version, it was like a big door that like hinged open. You could put minifigures in it. I mean, that goes to show you how big the old one was compared to this. I like the use of the foils, the fencing foils for antenna. That's clever. The only other time I've actually seen that is on the Commander Cody buildable figure. There. Buildable figures, by the way, are terrible. Don't buy them, please. Do yourself a favour. They're rubbish. There you go. It's broken now. That's good. That's about it. That's about everything that's sort of on here. That's its features. It came out for 20 quid here in the UK, which is reasonable for the amount of pieces. A little bit on the steep side. A decent price, so I bought it then. But yeah, good minifigures, mostly. Good clone, good Ela Secura, and 2 decent droids. Good set. I'm still torn on whether it's as good or not as good as the original from 2008. Let me know in the comments below. It's very divisive. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. You can check out my latest video here on the right, or a playlist of my Micro-Mock series here on the left. If you like what you see here, press the orb in the middle to subscribe. And don't forget to check out my Flickr page to see photos of all my Micro-Mocks that are not up on my channel yet. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.